Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
And if Mrs. Rosario has something about one of those...
It's Dr. Rosario. Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Rosario has something about...
Dr. Rosario.
Well, I'm sorry. Your name says on here, Carrie Rosario. Hey, Carrie.
It's Dr. Rosario.
You got something...
I would call you Tony, so please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identified.
It doesn't really matter. We're here.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name that I'm asking you to call me by. Thank you.
Your screen says Carrie Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Carrie Rosario. And it really speaks very negatively of you as a commissioner to be disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're negotiating something that happened 4 years ago. And if Mrs. Rosario has something about one of those...
It's Dr. Rosario. Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Rosario has something about...
Dr. Rosario.
Well, I'm sorry. Your name says on here, Carrie Rosario. Hey, Carrie.
It's Dr. Rosario.
You got something...
I would call you Tony, so please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identified.
It doesn't really matter. We're here.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name that I'm asking you to call me by. Thank you.
Your screen says Carrie Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Carrie Rosario. And it really speaks very negatively of you as a commissioner to be disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're negotiating something that happened 4 years ago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you saw that exchange, right? So this woman who is a doctor, she was sitting in on a Zoom call with this man. At the time was the city official, and he has since been fired over this exchange. Totally disrespectful, and probably butt sore that this Black woman had far more education than him. So this actually happened back in April, and it went viral. Black woman shocked after white North Carolina city official is fired for disrespecting her. So this is the Daily Kos. Trust me, after the week this Black woman has had, I'm surprised by the headline as anyone. Not that a mediocre white man disrespected a Black woman and clear animosity towards this woman. He definitely didn't like dealing with her. That's every day for us. No, I'm shocked that there were any consequences for this guy being such a jerk, much less such significant ones. While Black men are the people white folks claim to fear, right? They always fear the Black man the most because, he gets shot. I feared for my life. I feared for my life, whatever. Black women are too subjected to many of the same things. If not, most white people only here to be of service. So they only see Black women around them. We are to be of service to white people. Yeah, right. We're not treated with dignity. We are to give their aging racist fathers a sponge bath while earning pennies over minimum wage. We're mammies and maids, cooks and caregivers. We're welfare queens and whores until election time, when we are workhorses white Democrats swear they couldn't do without. Racist perceptions may fuel those racist stereotypes, but we all know the perception is not reality. As Greensboro, North Carolina's newest ex government official, Tony Collins, just learned, Black women also have doctorate degrees. It all started with a 4-hour long commission meeting held virtually and televised Monday. Less than a dozen items were on the agenda, but one concerned the impact of the development a few hundred feet from the home of Carrie Rosario, an associate professor at UNC Greensboro who holds a doctorate in public health. Dr. Rosario shared her thoughts as a concerned citizen. Then Commissioner Collins, who held a bachelor's degree, there go you see, told you she had more education than him, and he felt intimidated by that. So he had a bachelor's degree and she had a doctorate. And a partner of the construction company named Collins and Gayon, general contractors, decided it was time to shine like a racist fake diamond. Let's roll the tape. Note that Collins only rejected her title and uses her first name, but despite the multiple corrections, he also refuses to pronounce Dr. Rosario, surname, correctly. He also leans on what on the screen twice, but Mrs. is, he said he was only going by what was on the screen, and Mrs. was not on the screen. On the screen was her first and last name, but she verbalized how she wanted to be addressed, Dr. Rosario, right? But he claimed, well, Mrs. Rosario. Well, yeah, that wasn't on the screen, and you said that. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, this is a clear case of jealousy, for real. Multiple people in the group apologized to Dr. Rosario immediately. Collins was not one of them. The council members convened on Tuesday. Through the video, isn't embedded here. I encourage you to go and watch the full 5-minute clip. I showed just a few minutes of it. Provided by the News and Record. Councilwoman Sharon Hightower, a Black woman, replayed the incident from the day before. She named 4 people who apologized to Dr. Rosario before noting, I get this regularly from other folks. I know how it feels. Hightower also named the racism and white privilege on display in the moment and added that the council did not appoint Collins to act like this, before stating that the incident was an example of history repeating itself. Next, Councilwoman Goldie Wells, another Black woman with her own doctorate, spoke next, reminding the room that Black women can get multiple degrees, while white women with high school diplomas still enjoy more advantages. She spoke to how much education means to African Americans in general, particularly the journey to a PhD. That means something. Now, this just was some bad manners. We know if somebody pronounces name differently from what you want, it is the normal thing to correct them. Dr. Wells, then gave examples of previous oustings of appointees before making the case for ousting Collins. The discussion continued about a half hour with Councilwoman Nancy Hoffman, a white woman, offering to give a talk with Collins. He doesn't need a talk. He doesn't need to be in on any meetings, but he won't be. He's been fired. The council then voted ununanimously to send the weirdo and his racist nonsense packing. On Wednesday, 2 days after the incident, and 1 day after he got the boot, Collins decided to apologize and left a pertinent voicemail for Dr. Rosario, who responded with a gracious message. I am so appreciative of her reaching back to me after I called her, Collins told the News and Record on Friday. She didn't have to, and she did. No, she didn't have to, but she did. Collins conceded that he behaved badly, but was adamant that his vile behavior had nothing whatsoever to do with race or gender. Yes, it did. Because anyone who deals with him knows that he treats everyone the same. Now, y'all always say that, everyone the same, and we have yet to see it. Y'all always say, you say this on jobs, you say it everywhere, but record shows that y'all do not treat everybody the same, and historically, there is nothing in history that shows you've done that. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't even pay attention to that nonsense when I hear it, because I know it's not true. So, we see a lot of bad behavior virtually, especially over this last year. It has really come out. And, with schooling, I like how parents have been picking up on it. And now you see, even when they're having a meeting with a city official, you see the same kind of racism that you see from teachers that are, with our children on these virtual classes. It's the same level of racism and everything you normally see. But see, these folks are now being put out on Front Street. They're not getting away with it like they did before. But y'all, please tell me what you think about what this man did during this virtual call. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.